Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. 52 cents for an XRP, that is down 9 cents, 14.81%. This one coming from Micah XRP here. WTF, XRP bloodbath. Well, guys, it isn't just XRP that has been suffering. The entire crypto market is down. You guys can see the fear and greed index is down quite a bit now. Today, down at 68, and the market is bleeding as a whole, down to $2.45 trillion. That's down about 6.7% in the last 24 hours. But guys, 24-hour trading volume is going up significantly. A good opportunity for those of you guys looking to cost average down into some more positions, whether it is down cost averaging into positions you already hold or purchasing brand new cryptocurrencies. I'm going to be doing a market update shortly for my Patreon subscribers. A really, really good opportunity, guys. I do regret that I did get into a very, very small position the other day. If I had just waited a couple of days, well, I could have gotten in at a better price, but guys, now these prices have cratered. So going to be doing an update for the Patreon subscribers either today or tomorrow. It is only $5 a month if you guys want to join. So 24-hour volume is up quite a bit, 80.43%. I think a lot of trading activity is occurring because of this opportunity. And guys, check this out. Bitcoin dominance is also creeping up. So you know, when we get to those high prices for Bitcoin dominance, that is when we see that threshold. That's when we see that tipping point. And usually that's when we also see money flow out of Bitcoin and into altcoins. I don't know if we're quite there yet. Take a look at the chart. Bitcoin's down 4.83%. Ethereum's down about 7%. BNB coin down 4.17%. Solana down 11.94%. XRP is down 10.34%. Dogecoin's also down 13.52%. And the altcoins have just bled and bled and bled over the last 24 hours. If I bring up the total, let's bring up total 3 here, just to show you guys what we have seen. Wow, look at that. So all the cryptocurrencies in the space, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, have really kind of come down here. Again, this is the daily, throwing that on the hourly. You guys can see we came down under this level of support back from March 20th, 2024. We wicked down and now we're trying to form a base up here. So altcoins trying to recover a little bit. So it isn't just XRP, guys. What the heck happened here? Bitcoin price falls to $65,000 as $400 million. Crypto market liquidation rocks Bitcoin and altcoins. So the entire market has been affected. Bitcoin price saw a sudden 5% drawdown on April the 12th as traders with leveraged positions in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies incurred over $400 million in losses within the hour. Bitcoin dropped 5%. And then it gives you guys some statistics there. Ethereum, the second largest crypto by market cap, followed in Bitcoin's footsteps, falling 8%. Future markets data from CoinGlass show Bitcoin's flash crash resulted in more than $417 million in leveraged positions wiped out within the hour. So first rule of crypto trading, I mean, unless you're really, really good at this, and I don't even pretend to be this good, I don't use leverage for this exact reason. I mean, you never really know what's going to happen on the shorter time frames. And so, it could result in an unfortunate circumstance like this. Rob Art did point this out. Never use leverage, never short in crypto. Those are my only 2 rules. And me too, to be honest with you guys, I follow these rules too, because I learned my lesson a long, long time ago before I was even into cryptocurrencies when I was trading stocks. Started trading US equities back in 2011, really got into it in 2012, and, made a bunch of mistakes way back then, learned my lesson, and this is why I abide by these rules too. So this a tweet from Crypto Nerd, just woke up and realized I got liquidated overnight. I was 3x long Pepe and I have lost everything, unfortunately. So guys, this kind of thing can happen, poof, in the blink of an eye. The crash occurred as U.S. stock markets dipped during the U.S. trading session a few days after new data showed that inflation accelerated for a 3rd consecutive month. So tied to U.S. equities, possibly. This is the S&P 500 on the hourly. Let's throw that on the daily. You guys can see, so today's Saturday. The S&P would have been trading yesterday, and that is down quite a bit. DJI also, I'm assuming is down too. So yeah, we're seeing the Dow Jones Industrial Average also down. So this could have something to do with it. JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon warned on April the 12th that persistent inflation, geopolitical tensions, and the Fed's quantitative tightening efforts threaten an otherwise positive economic outlook. We have never truly experienced a full effect of quantitative tightening on this scale, the head of the largest U.S. bank by assets said in the first quarter earnings results announcement, adding that the market is likely to be weighed down by persistent inflationary pressures, which may likely continue. So guys, looks like it is macro factors that is bringing the market down. So something not directly associated with crypto. I also heard somebody say that gold prices did come down as well. So this is the hourly chart here again for gold, and look at that within the last hour or so. Gold trading, this is from 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday, April the 12th. We did start to see that cascading downward. So gold just beginning to recover now. Silver's probably in the same boat here. So again, guys, this is, a macro factor here that's bringing cryptocurrency down. Nothing directly associated with crypto, but I wanted to thank Rob Art, Crypto Nerd here, and Micah, obviously, for their tweets. Now, what else do we have? When in doubt, zoom out. Look at the TA, guys. Official bull run announcement. Chart literally wicked to the teeth. Check the below post for a further explanation. I can say with a high degree of conviction that the XRP to BTC bull run has officially been announced. This one courtesy of Eggrag Crypto here, and what he's looking at is the XRP to BTC chart. So that chart is actually coincidentally now looking quite positive here. Let's zoom out on that. I showed this chart on the channel just the other day, demonstrating how we're seeing XRP price cratering down compared to Bitcoin. So getting rid of some of these, we're seeing this now really enter this this yellow box here. And so getting very, very close to former support levels. One would have been here, another one up here, but XRP continuing to crater down. So XRP also moving down further compared to Bitcoin. And, that just means that we're very, very close to an XRP pump. So that's positive news. Corrections, guys, will keep happening like every bull run. And no matter the market conditions, this coming from Panos here on Twitter. All you have to do is stay away from leverage, buy and hold the real thing, and be patient. So again, more tips here, things that I talk in detail about at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel, considering I got into all my positions a year ago. I mean, the portfolio, the $10,000 plus portfolio, which is now closer to $14,000. I've now invested about $14,000 into this portfolio, is still up here. Let me just check it here on my phone. What are we at here? Up still, definitely still up, even though we did see a big loss. So there are, again, guys, coins that are at an attractive enough price to purchase more. I hope you guys have money on the sidelines. Again, we don't get these opportunities frequently. So Nick here, Crypto Crusader, also saying, you only have one goal this cycle. It's not to make $1 million or $10 million. Your only goal is to make sure to take profits from this market. Don't be one of those participants that only provide exit liquidity. The key thing to know is that if you don't take profits, the market will. So another great observation here from Nick. The market is in a downturn, but guys, we have to look at the positive. We have to remember to stay strong, to hodl. And, I've been getting texts from people who are in my real life, not crypto people per se, who have invested in cryptocurrency and are just wondering, okay, now what? I like to point out some obvious things here, okay? So looking at the XRP chart here, you guys can see, and I do this for a reason, time and time again. I bring up these points time and time again because I want to show you guys, I want to demonstrate that we're not actually in deep trouble here, okay, guys? The trend is still maintaining higher highs, even with this dump here, guys. We wicked down here. Let me zoom in on that. We wicked down, but guys, we maintained support up here, okay, far away from this trend line. Let's see what a percentage that would be. We're up actually about almost 5% from where that trend line begins. So we're actually still in pretty good shape when it comes to XRP. When it comes to BTC, where are we at? Okay, this is Bitcoin on the daily. And you guys can see here, we're still, even on the daily, we're still making higher lows up here. We did wick down very, very close to this level, but we're still actually up despite what we saw yesterday. So about maybe another month of consolidation, like I've been saying on this channel in the past. The pre-halving retrace, that's a real thing. Remember, the halving is coming up next week. Is it next week already? Yeah, I think it's next week. Today is April the 13th. So that is coming up very soon. The other thing that I wanted to just note here that I thought was quite a coincidence, actually. I don't think it has anything to do with anything really. But just an interesting note here, April the 13th, 2021. Well, actually, it was the April the 14th on this chart, but on some charts, it was April the 13th, 2021 was when XRP saw that inter-year high back in 2021. So 3 years ago today, XRP did see that inter-year high. Fast forward to today, and now we're seeing lows. Of course, the sentiment speaks for itself. But guys, it is okay. Hodl on. Hodl strong. Nick's also saying here that he hasn't checked his portfolio once today. I know it's down and I know it will be up later this year. So this is the thing we have to focus on, guys. The future of the cycle. Majority of those who enter this space couldn't stomach the amount. They would be down on these red days. I truly honor those who enter this market and go through the worst corrections and make it out the other side. This market is not for everyone. That's not a flex. That's a fact. Time spent in this market will teach you to be patient, to have discipline over your emotions. There is lessons learned every day in this market. You can make it and you will make it as long as you can see the path forward. And again, guys, this is why I'm offering the Patreon this time around. I know some of you guys are probably teetering. You're thinking to yourself, oh, gee, did I make a mistake? What kind of coin am I holding today? Well, I've put in the time, I put in the research, and all I'm doing is, again, not financial advice. I'm just letting you guys in on my trading journey. The coins I've picked, when I purchased them too, so you guys can see the dates, the cost average, how much I own. Again, it is a $14,000 portfolio. It started at $10,000. That was the goal, but eventually I just continued to see more opportunities. I had more capital to invest. So now it's up to $14,000. And again, guys, now when the market has cratered, great opportunity to cost average into, a lot of, whether it's XRP, Bitcoin, whatever tickles your fancy, or some kind of strange altcoin, a good time to cost average down. I mean, we got to take these opportunities while we can. So the other day, I also talked a little bit about that 500 million XRP that left escrow. I'm feeling like it's still a bit of a mystery. I know some people were speculating on whether Ripple was settling with the SEC. More news here to suggest that, maybe there is a settlement in the works. Is the Ripple case over? So let me count the ways to why it is not over. Second Circuit says no SEC disgorgement where no financial loss was suffered. SEC submits terrible remedies and judgment brief, failing to identify a single investor who suffered financial loss at the hands of Ripple. Settlement conference was suddenly scheduled without Ripple submitting a reply to the SEC's remedy brief. Settlement conference longer than anticipated. Stuart Alderati miscounts the number of major crypto cases, and SEC is still litigating. The SEC launches an Ethereum investigation. The SEC sends a Wells notice to Uniswap. Stablecoin legislation in the House and Senate nears completion. Ripple announces their stablecoin plans. So this is just kind of a long line of events that have been occurring. And Ripple unlocks unscheduled escrow. The SEC has another sunshine meeting scheduled for April the 16th after just having one on the 4th of April. I can't say that Ripple and the SEC have reached a settlement, but I can say it does look that way. On top of which, Ashley has been busy. Tennessee's Department of Financial Institutions just confirmed that they also have a Ripple money transmitter license. So she did some research here looking into all these states that have Ripple transmitter licenses or that have granted Ripple a transmitter license. Ripple only needs 9 more money transmitter licenses. So I emailed and called the remaining 9 states. 5 responded. Here is what they said. So of the states that are not on the list yet, Texas, Ripple money transmitter license is still pending approval. So there is one in the works. New Jersey, Ripple owned standard custody and trust, and an application pending in the state for some time. The delay was unexplained, but because of my query, it will now get some attention. In Indiana, Ripple does not currently have a money transmitter license in the state, but they hinted one is pending approval. In Washington, Ripple does not currently have a money transmitter license in the state, but they also hinted that one is pending approval. In Florida, Ripple had an application in Florida, but it was withdrawn in March of 2023. They said this was a technical withdrawal due to not receiving a response from the company. And then looking at Massachusetts, North Carolina, Tennessee, and Virginia, no answer yet. So the map has been updated with this new information. And guys, Ashley Prosper did create this great interactive map, which is linked here in this tweet, which I will link in the description of the video. And I also did a video on it. You guys can check out up here in the top right-hand corner. So that is the update. We're also seeing Ripple partner Finastra. They have just launched a small business data collection module to help with compliance for banks, guys. Finastra, a global provider of financial technology, today did announce the launch of their small business data collection module to help enable banks to easily comply with Equal Credit Opportunity Act small business data requirements mandated by Section 1071 of the Dodd-Frank Act. So here they are offering some new technology to help banks. The module deployed as part of Finastra's Laser Pro compliance reporter solution streamlines data collection, validation, storage, report generation, and the annual filing process, saving financial institutions time and effort while ensuring accuracy and regulatory compliance. And guys, here's a quote. When new regulations are implemented, it is crucial that financial institutions plan ahead to ensure compliance, said Mitch Lucas, head of retail lending at Finastra. As a financial software service solution, it is our goal to make these challenges as easy as possible to overcome, and we look forward to helping communities, banks, and credit unions across the country simplify their data collection procedures so that they can focus on serving their customers and communities. And it would be no surprise to me if Finastra has made this application process a lot more simple, whether it is running on DLT, whether it's running on the XRP ledger or not, or even just on some kind of blockchain, to allow for these banks now to be compliant with crypto regulations on top of the legacy regulations, I guess, that existed in the space before. I mean, they're already a Ripple partner. They already understand that cryptocurrency is going to play a large role in the banking sector in the coming years, and dare I say even months. I mean, we're so close to regulatory clarity in the United States at this point, and now Finastra is helping to they're launching this small business data collection module here for banks in the US specifically. So cryptocurrency regulatory clarity coming to a bank near you. They want to make it easy. Obviously, it's in their best interest to make it easy. The demand for these cryptocurrencies that are actually going to solve problems in the banking sector is just going to go up. And, to keep all these banks on a level playing field, they all need to be compliant. So it all makes sense. Everybody wins. Also happen to see this, guys. TerraPay and Nuvei ramp up APAC expansion with their MPI license. Now, we've been hearing about a lot more companies now. I believe Nuvei was discussing this MPI license from the Monetary Authority of Singapore. Well, TerraPay here, another Ripple partner. So these are two Ripple partners. They've also been awarded a license. The awarding of the MPI license in Singapore to both Ripple partners, so TerraPay and Nuvei, underscores the company's ambition for regional expansion within the Asia-Pacific market. These licenses will enable them to offer a comprehensive range of payment services in Singapore, including domestic and cross-border money transfers, as well as merchant acquisition services. In a media statement this week, TerraPay, the first to be issued with the MPI, said that with the approval of the MAS, it's now set to redefine the payment landscape as it caters to the growing demand for efficient and transparent payment solutions in the region. And guys, here's a quote. Being granted this license by the Monetary Authority of Singapore is a big milestone for TerraPay, especially as we expand our reach and services across geographical borders. This achievement underscores our ongoing dedication to upholding the highest standards of regulatory compliance and introduces our commitment to providing transparent, frictionless, and simplified payment services. So, across the globe, here we're seeing some Ripple partners, namely TerraPay and Nuvei, insisting that they become crypto compliant in those regions. And then, as I was saying, Finastra here also helping U.S. banking institutions do the same thing in the U.S. So I don't know if it's a coincidence that we're seeing Ripple partners looking for transparency, or rather looking for, just a clear framework so that they can conduct business in their respective regions. Ripple's always been a proponent of regulatory clarity. They've always been innovative. They've always been transparent. The Ripple X dev team also came out with this today, guys. Today, devs have now introduced a proposal for a native lending protocol on the XRP ledger that would further expand its DeFi capabilities. Let's break this down and see what this means for the ecosystem. So, the proposed lending protocol would empower users to borrow and lend digital assets directly, fostering financial inclusion, transparency, and efficiency without unnecessary intermediaries. The protocol's module design focuses on flexibility and reusability. It introduces three key specifications. So giving us the nitty-gritty here, the XLS64D pseudo account. This allows associating a single pseudo account with multiple ledgers, entries for tracking balances and issuing tokens. And then we have the XLS65D single asset tokenized pool, okay? Defines a new pool ledger for entry for a single tokenized asset pool. And then the 66D, a native XRP ledger lending protocol, leverages XLS65 to manage liquidity provider assets and introduces off-chain underwriting, on-chain agreements, and loan management. So it's sounding as though a lot of these protocols are becoming more bank-centric, I guess we could say. So some other key features down here, guys. Liquidity provider, deposit, and fungible tokens, so XRP, wrapped Bitcoin, wrapped Ethereum, etc., into the lending pool to earn interest. Pool delegates, managing lending pools, attracting capital and providing loans. Borrowers and pool delegates agree on loan terms off-chain, then record them on-chain. So guys, these are all developments now on the XRP ledger. The lending protocol enables fixed-term loans with preset terms for interest accruing loans. It bypasses the need for collateral by using off-chain underwriting, risk management, and a first loss capital protection scheme in case of default. And then we have number 6 here. Loans are managed through a new loan ledger application or object. It handles loan financing and withdrawals, payment amounts and schedules, interest of principal payments, loan defaults and recovery. To align these incentives and manage risk, pool delegates can provide first loss capital to provide potential defaults, which protects liquidity providers through a liquidity mechanism. And for developers, the protocol's module design and extensibility make it easy to build and integrate lending dApps on the XRP ledger, locking a wide range of use cases. So this is now everything that is being updated or has been updated on the XRP ledger with regards to, well, what sounds like the possibility of transferring assets, tokenization, whether it's creating an NFT or whether it is leveraging XRP in some way, shape, or form to make it that most efficient gateway to transact with, and also the concept of loaning out the XRP, right? So if banks still have a problem holding XRP on their books for whatever regulatory reason in whatever country they reside in, well, the XRP ledger does have a solution for that. So, as I'm reading this and as I'm reading Ashley Prosper's earlier tweet here, sorry, not that one, it was this one here, with regards to, doing more research on which states are still pending when it comes to a Ripple money transmitter license, right? We still got some states pending. They have clarified that, the answer is still pending. We're still waiting on a handful here, taking this in consideration along with what the devs have now said, guys. I think Wrath of Kahneman has hit the nail on the head here. XRPL tokenization, NFTs, AMMs, liquidity providers, KYC and AML, custody, regulatory compliance, DID, and now potentially with lending protocols. If you squint, guys, Ripple is increasingly looking like a bank. And so, the speculation is wild. I've done videos on this in the past for other reasons. But guys, even more and more now, the Bank of Ripple could in fact be a thing, even if they are not, formally a bank. They have all the mechanisms in place to act as a bank in the United States. The regulatory clarity is there. Now they have the technology updates. They have the licenses required, and they're getting more. I think they're looking to at least act as a bank in the United States, maybe for the first little while until the legacy banking providers have no choice but to go all in on RippleNet. I don't know, guys. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think, and if you guys are interested in seeing what I'm trading this time around. I know some of these coins are at a very steep discount. Follow my Patreon at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.